authority
ni kwamba fundisho la uwezo wa Bwana
have two integral elements to it, and I want you to get this.
Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. What an amazing week it was last week. We still have Jacob and Tanya Eaton here together with their sons Levi and Evan, and they have just been working so hard getting a lot of construction projects done for us, doing some organizing. They've really been spending a lot of time working on things that are making life around the Mercy Ministries campus easier and more organized and streamlined. And so we're so thankful for them and their efforts. And as many of you know, if you watched the video last week, part of what we asked Jacob to do was take a look at our water situation, because we have really struggled to keep up with the water demand here at the campus, our growing Mercy Ministries campus. And so it was determined we needed a new well. And so we put together a fundraiser, and man, within just a couple of days, the needs of the fundraiser were met, and we were just blown away by that. What a tremendous blessing. Thank you to everyone who contributed towards that. We're so thankful. And in addition to that, we've also been struggling with power. We've always had power outages our entire 5 years that we've been here. It's a common thing, especially during the rainy season. And our current generator is just undersized with all of the buildings that we now have and all the electrical demands that the campus has. And so we included with the well fundraiser a new generator, and that need also got met. And so we're just praising God, and we're so thankful to all of you again who contributed to that. The new generator has been ordered, and God willing, it will be here soon and get connected. And that will be a commercial grade generator that will easily meet the demands of what we have. And so we're thankful for all of it. And on top of that, we had Josh Eaton here with two of his kids. Now Josh is the brother to Jacob, and he had his children Sophia and Joshua here with him. And this was actually Josh's third time here. He's come the previous 2 years. And so every time we've had Josh here, because he's a pastor, we've asked him to preach at our Western Kenya Bible Conference. And so he did that again for us this year. And so we have a lot of footage from that and wanted to give you some more explanation. And so that's really the theme of today's video. So I hope you enjoy. The theme of the conference this year was the sovereignty of God, and everyone who attended received a booklet as they entered, which contained the schedule, a place to take notes for each of the 9 sessions, as well as the lyrics both in English and Swahili for nearly 40 hymns. The idea being that this would be a book that they could take home and use in their family settings as well. We were so thankful to our daughter Katie, who put together these books for us. How many days have you spent now working on these books?
I think this is day 4.
You're printing how many?
400.
Is that a lot?
Sure, yes.
One of the great things about being able to do a conference like this is all the fellowship that takes place. This year we had about 300 adults in attendance, along with about 100 children. Many of them come from our village, but we also had a lot in attendance who come from various parts of Western Kenya, from various churches, including various denominations. And so it's just great to be able to gather a crowd like this together and be able to get to know one another and fellowship with one another. Another benefit to having this many people gather together from various parts of our area is the opportunity to pass out many gospel-centered resources. The Mercy Baptist Church Choir worked really hard in preparing to lead the singing of some of the hymns for us this year. We had a lot of great things going on this year, but of course the most important part of any Bible conference is the preaching of the Word.
Would you stand for the reading of God's Word?
ambaye sasa tutaweza kusikiza msomaji ule wa neno la Mungu.
Both of our preachers preached in English, and we provided a Swahili translation. Josh Eaton was a tremendous blessing to us, and he covered these 5 topics. What is the sovereignty of God? The sovereignty of God's decree, the sovereignty of God in evangelism, the sovereignty of God in salvation, and the sovereignty of God in prayer.
Hizi ndio sababu muhimu kubwa ambazo zinaelekea kupatia huu mtazamo.
And I think I will do this for every message I will preach here.
Na nafikiri tutafanya hivi kwa kila ujumbe tutakaohubiri hapa.
And I believe therefore.
Na nafikiri ni ujumbe 4.
Pastor Elliot Choke was our other conference speaker, and we were blessed to have him for the 2nd year in a row. Ellie pastors a church in Mumias, which is about an hour from the Mercy Ministries campus. Not only is he a pastor, but he's a gifted author, and he is also the principal of Wisdom Training Center, a school of theology that has a branch that meets on the Mercy Ministries campus every Saturday. Ellie handled for us 4 topics over the 2 days, including the sovereignty of God in creation, the sovereignty of God in suffering, the sovereignty of God in culture, a message I particularly enjoyed being a missionary living in a culture not my own, and he also covered the sovereignty of God in the end times. Of course, with so many people added to our campus for those 2 days, there had to be a lot of food preparation as well. So again, we're just so thankful to those of you who contributed in order to make this event possible. In the final session of the conference, we asked Josh and Ellie questions that had been submitted by the attendees throughout the 2 days. I was really encouraged by the number of questions that were turned in, and Josh and Ellie did a great job answering them. The conference concluded with a group photograph as well as distributing more theological resources. We are so thankful to Chapel Library for their faithful donations, which allow us to distribute many books and Bible tracts for free. so thankful to have such a beautiful campus in order to share with others. And again, I can't say it enough. We're just so thankful to each and every one of you that donate to this ministry and make all the ministry work that's being done here possible. I really hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and for those of you that are Americans, I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you like what you've seen, please be sure to share it on your social media. That really helps us out a lot. Please keep the ministry in your prayers, and may God bless you. Thank you.